So first and foremost, yes, I'm back at it. It's the jolt. Got a lot of views on the last video. From my own perspective, I like the amount that I got. I like the amount of likes that I got. I like the amount of subscriptions that I'm at right now. So I really just want to keep things going and keep talking and speaking on these subjects. Right now, I just want to talk about this joke of a presidential election, man. I watched a lot of respectable people over the last 4 years become a shell of themselves mentally, and they cannot handle all the drama and things that are going on because they're not aware of a balanced state of mind. There's always going to be this Hegelian dialectic where people are going to be playing two sides. So, I can own stock in Coke and Pepsi, feel me? Like people have interest in both parties, but understand that you're voting for and you got your mind, your consciousness behind some people that do not care about you, and that it doesn't really matter who you vote for as long as you're engaged in what's going on. Obviously, the plan is to have a civil war. Right now, you have basically the regular media, the mainstream media backing one person, and then you have other people backing another guy. And we already know the QAnon conspiracies, which I do believe there's a lot of truth in, and I do believe that there's little to no truth on TV and in regular news publications. Obviously, there's something crazy going on, and I think that there's definitely people who think they're gonna steal America right from out from underneath everybody's feet. Feel me? But where it comes in as is over, I don't know, the last 15, 20 years, and even for my race as a black male, we've been told to hate where we are, that there's something wrong, that there's something wrong with men. The women think it's something wrong with men. The men think it's something wrong with women. Every day is just some drama going on. Black people, white people, young, old, Trump, Biden. It's an endless amount of debate going on, but when you're debating, you can't get anything done. So for the last 4 years, people have been crying, complaining, etc., etc. It's really polarized everybody against each other. Everybody's on the lookout for the boogeyman. Once again, we're fighting like the war on drugs, the war on terror. Here we are with another invisible war on an object, in this case a virus, right? So here we are basically handcuffed for an accountable amount of time until we know whoever decides that this is not the best way to go anymore. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter who's president, man. These people don't matter. I always think about like back in the day with the Native Americans, like they was chilling in their village, and then probably George Washington or whoever, somebody just showed up and said, I'm the president, with a smile on their face, and they were like, no, you're not. And then they bring in a couple dudes with some guns or whatever, or it's the same thing. They start to try to shame you or something like that. They call you a savage. They dehumanize you, and now here they are. They got you as a social outcast, basically living on reservations. And so you have the black people who have little faith in the system. You have Native Americans who have little faith in the system, and they have special places for us called reservations and ghettos and hoods and stuff like that, because typically we're not the most motivated to be involved in this system, and with all the lies and everything going on and being completely demoralized. But I've seen over the last 4 years people that I would have never thought would say and do a lot of things have you start to see like people talk a big game about being so tough, being so gangster, but here we are, right? And you see who's the real tough guys and who's the real gangsters and who's really standing up for their freedoms and what they believe in what's right. So don't get caught up waiting. Like I kind of found myself, even they dragged me in. I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? But at the end of the day, I need to stay focused on my purpose and what I'm going to do with my life, because that's the only thing that really matters. We can't do nothing about it. You can get up and you listen to these people make speeches, and then they want to get you out in the street, putting yourself in danger, putting your family in danger, getting you all off of your path. But here we are trying to be on the path. We don't want to be off the path. When we see like the country's in debt, a lot of these businessmen that say they got all this money, they don't really got no money. They got money in funky places. They They running scams, pyramid schemes. They going bankrupt. They doing this. They doing that. Running big scams. What are they spending the money on? Nobody knows. Where's the money going? Seems like somebody just pressed some money into a computer. 7 trillion, 8 trillion, 900 billion, whatever. Just one number, then press a bunch of zeros. Boom, we all got it. So understand that also, clearly there's no scarcity. They wanted to seem like they have all the money, but they don't really have anything. If they had everything that they say they have, they wouldn't be fighting and bickering with each other like this. So obviously they're missing something. Like there's something that they're missing. And I don't want to be involved in it, and nobody needs to be involved in it. It's like you got these people up there, they get up on the stand, they're like, yeah, you know, Saddam Hussein, man, he got these weapons of mass destruction over in Iraq. So, you know, they telling you the whole story, all the shit they done wrong, whatever. So then I'm like, man, that sounds crazy, Bush. Dang, man, this good luck when you go over there. Oh no, but you see, they up there because they need us. They need us to do all their dirty work. So why are you telling me? Why don't you just go handle it? Like, oh, okay. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. It looks like you got your work cut out for you with Trump, man. So go ahead. Why do I need to be involved, though? You understand me? Why do I need to get mad and get in my feelings with? This is just your stuff going on. This is your big power plays and big business going on. It has nothing to do with me. I can't do nothing about it. They want you to be mad. They want you out on the street as a martyr for them, as a sacrifice. You know, they would love nothing better if somebody die in their name, like standing up for their cause. Just you. If you die for their cause, they would use you. They would use you for their own gain. And that's all they're doing. Anybody, they just need anybody. They want people to go out on the streets and act crazy, destroying property. We did it all summer. It's no size to this, man. It's like they want people to do it. They'll leave the bricks and everything, they'll leave the rope for you to hang yourself. But what you should be doing is you should be in the house, you should be in your meditations, getting right, getting your health right, getting your bank account right, you know, reading some books, getting some knowledge. Not sitting out here acting crazy, or even sitting in your crib watching the news, getting mad, getting worked up, feeling like you need to go look at some more info. You trying to argue in your head with somebody that ain't even there. You just sitting there mad. I know we all been there because that's exactly what it's built for. It's built to get you mad, to get you polarized, to get you on their side with the Hegelian dialectic. But you got to be more quick than them. They talking in circles. They saying things that ain't true. They don't got no sources. They saying this, they saying that. They want you to just believe what they saying, right? But that's not what we doing no more because we're free. Everybody's free. These are just people. There's somebody walking to your village talking about they the president. I'm in charge of everything. No, you're not. We give him the power. If you're the public servant and we looking up to you, like you supposed to be serving us. Like we hired you, dog. Like you're my servant. Like you serve me. So you're my servant. So don't talk down to me. Don't shame me. I'm not doing nothing for you. You're not about to force me to do nothing because I hired you. You're my son. And just remember that with these people, they get up there and they act like they better than you, like they know more than you. Like, nah, man. But most of these people, they can't be trusted anyway. So that's what we need to do. We had our 2020 vision. A lot of people expected a lot of things to happen. They did. You turn on the TV, a lot of things happen, but maybe in our own lives, we didn't get to where we wanted to be at. And it's because we're paying attention to the wrong people. So now what we need to do is get our mind right, realize it doesn't matter who's going to be president 2020, 2024. Like, if you turn that TV off, you come back in a month, it's going to be the same shit. Same talking points, whatever. Like, playing the same games, this one versus that one. Now it's a new person to be mad at. They got another terrorist organization, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, whatever. They'll just make another one. If people get too bored, they'll just come up with some more characters for you to hate, man. It ain't no I know a lot of people don't like Trump, but I mean, to talk about one man every day. Come on, man. Like, who you tricking, man? And these people used to be all, uppity, clean cut, speaking with that inflection. You know what I mean? Supposed to be better than everybody. Have stooped real low. And you see a lot of sellouts. You see the sellouts out here trying to make a buck, desperate, trying to get behind a cause, sounding disingenuous. There's so much fakery going on, man. A lot of these entertainers, man, they broke now. They was working. They didn't see that, these lies and all this Hollywood bullshit won't go on forever. So then they sitting there assed out, trying to figure out what's the next scam they can get a part of. with some power players they can get behind, so they can get and play some more characters on the screen for you, so we can sit back and watch them, more worship, right? But what's going on in our lives? That's why we got to get right. It does not matter who is in charge. Yeah, it feels better because everybody got that guy that they want more in there, so it'll feel a little bit better. But you know what? From 2008 as a black male, 2008 to 2016, the worst years of my life. It was only once 2016 came and I hit that race, the presidential race around 2015, etc. It was ramping up, and I noticed it was quite unusual. And then I came to wake up. But sometimes the hard times are better for you to get on point and get it together, rather than somebody constantly saying, okay, everything's good, we've solved everything, so now all you need to do is sit back and enjoy life. And a lot of people aren't enjoying life because we down here while they up there seemingly not with all the money, but running big scams and tricking us in our mind so that we stay broke and stay underneath them. Like, that's really what it is. It's like, and this is getting kind of deep, but if you study like spirits and demons, all they want is more people to like them. It's more people to get behind them in their cause. And I'm getting some feedback on my microphone, so maybe I'll end this quite soon. But they just want more people, more souls, for just to pump them up more. Only thing you can do is serve them. That's it. You're not their friend. You're not their homie. They don't need no friends, and I don't need no friends. You don't need no friends, except for the people around you and your family and the things that you're going to be working on. And we need to realize this, because we sit around a lot. We get fed everything. We live very sedentary lifestyles. We don't search for our information. We don't look for knowledge. We don't look for new things. We think everything is going to be given to us. If there's any new cure, that somebody's going to come up with it for us. If there's going to be a new invention, that somebody's going to come out with it. Never realizing that it's us who has the power, that these people are never going to come out with nothing new for us if we don't come out with it for ourselves. Think they're going to give us the info? You think they really going to show us how they got to the moon so somebody else can go try that? No, man. They're not showing us nothing. We're their competition, dog. Yeah, if you go start a business, when you selling a whole bunch of stuff, then you become Walmart and Amazon's competition, and they'll be competing against you. So they know this, that they want to keep people in a position where they ain't doing nothing. And so as you sit back for the next couple of days, and maybe I hope that you get busy and get on your purpose and figure some things out, that you just realize that everybody's just watching, man. It's like a slow motion car crash, and nobody can look away. Everybody's got an opinion of what they think is happening, what they think is gonna happen, but at the end of the day, nobody knows, man. Everybody lying. Everybody got an agenda. But what's your agenda? And we'll just think about that. What are you about? What's your agenda? What's your news? What's going on in your life? What type of things are you into? What type of things did you see today? What type of things did you learn today? What did you eat? Did you exercise? That's what you should be thinking about, not some presidential race, some red versus blue again. 4 years they'll be doing the same thing. It gets more messy every 4 years, man. Every day. And it seems like people are just acting and playing games at this point. So this is where we at. So what's your agenda? And definitely don't be out here on the streets acting crazy behind some cause, because you just be on the news. Either they'll call you a protester, they'll call you whatever they need to fit the narrative. You don't fit in nobody's narrative. I'm not fitting in nobody's narrative. I ain't nobody's pawn. That's what we need to realize, man. We in America. We don't play that bullshit, man. They not about to steal our country from up underneath us. We seen it happen. We've been sitting on the sidelines for long enough, acting like they about to do something for us, but we see where it's going. You see all these people, they got pictures, they all smiling, it's all good. They all hanging out together afterwards, going out for dinner and going to the banquet and shit. And then we sitting here believing that they fighting each other and that they hate each other. Yeah, maybe that is true. Maybe people are going, maybe the whole QAnon thing happens, man. But at the end of the day, We still gonna have to wake up in the morning and be on our purpose. You know, maybe Biden is gonna be president. He supposedly he won. So, what you about to do now? After the 20th, when he gets inaugurated, ain't everything not gonna be solved. In fact, they about to push all these laws and executive orders through. It's gonna cause more problems, man. You're gonna see a lot of craziness going on. You're gonna be sitting there, you're gonna get dragged into it just like it's a TV show. But what you doing, man? Another day passed. What'd you get done? That's what we need to think about. No more of this back and forth. No more of this comparing. We can sit back and compare NBA players, NFL players all day. Is it Jordan? Is it Kobe? But what are we doing, man? They're playing ball. They playing ball. They making their bread, or they made their bread. They're selling sneakers, whatever. Rest in peace, Kobe. But what we need to do is realize that we're playing a back and forth game in our mind, and playing these back and forth games is getting these people paid. So how you gonna get paid?